Well, everyone, welcome. The session tonight is just simply showing people how to change your eCard, which we said can be a business card and a mobile website, also into a complete e-commerce website. Now, there's a lot of interesting angles to this, in that I'll show you a couple of examples where Graham has got a fantastic product, Snore Stopper, and you can actually, when he gives his e-card out, people open it and can buy his product off his card. Now, with the templates, there's only two templates at the moment that you can add a shopping cart to. It would be your sales template or your promotional template. So the first thing you want to think is, okay, if you have a product, clearly you've got to work out the price, what you want to charge for it. The shopping cart can even include postage. So you may even consider, listen, if it's a tangible product, how much will it cost me to post it to different parts of the world? Understand, anybody anywhere in the world can get your e-card and buy a product. So you may say, okay, if it's ordered from this space or this place, maybe just make a standard postage fee, but we'll cover that in a bit more detail when we get to the right spots. The benefit of the shopping cart is that it's actually integrated into your PayPal account. The account that we're going to send all your commissions to for all the e-cards you sell is also the account you can use to sell your own products in your e-card with. So that's got the benefit that, hey, you get all the money that can be generated through your e-card from e-card sales and from your own product sales in the same spot. So the first thing you need to do, you first want to either open your sales template or your promotional template. Now, because we haven't looked at these templates at all before, I'll quickly run through them. They're pretty simple, but let's first see, because when you want to sell a product, you want to present it on your e-card. Over here I have an example for Spa, but we'll change it as we go along. The first thing I want to say is, let's go to my sales template. So what you want to do, you're going to go to your management area, enter your PIN there, and say, okay, either select your promotion template or your sale template. I'll select my sale template there. And just to remind you, what I usually do, whenever I edit anything in my eCard, I actually open my eCard on two pages, two tabs of my browser. Simply because on the one tab I can change everything and I don't have to jump in and out of the management area all the time to see what my changes look like. You saw I said sales template, I said save, and bang, now my eCard displays my sales template. Pretty quick and easy. So that's the first thing you need to do. You need to say, okay, I want to either select the sales template or a video or my promotional template, because those are the only two templates where at the moment I can have a shopping cart. But let's assume your sales template's got nothing on it. You want to put something on it, a product promotion of some sort. And anyway, you have to set the template up. You go to your Edit Template tab in your management area and you select Sales Template. Now, the other night I've mentioned that, remember, your templates are like pages in the book. They're blank. You can turn very quickly from one to the other, but until you put something in it, it'll remain blank. So this is what your sales template setup area looks like. Right at the top, it'll ask you, do you want to display your banner in your sales template, yes or no? Now remember, the banner is that graphic that's right at the top of your eCard. And that really gives it a nice and refined look. The next line is, it says enter heading or subheading. Now the sales heading, if we look at the eCard, the main heading, that 50% discount, is highlighted in red. Because we call it a sale, everything that's for sale is always promoted in red and highlighted. So if you want to put a heading, you say 50% discount. You know whatever I type in that sales heading will display in that red banner area there. Then I go, there's a sales line. So if I say, okay, 50% discount, or I may say, I don't want to sell Graham Snore Stopper stuff for too cheap, so I'll say 10% discount. And I want to say, put something else in to promote the product. I may say, okay, save your marriage for only $20. I'm not going to put anything in the sales information. When I save this, whenever you save information, it doesn't save the graphic, it just saves the text bits. So I'll save that and say fantastic. I want to have 10% discount on the product. Save your marriage for only $20. The scroll box or paragraph option is simply a way you can display this information. Do you want to have it in a box or in a paragraph? There's nothing going to be there, and I'll just say paragraph. Now, what I've added here is pretty simple. I've added the heading, and if I refresh this, you'll see it says 10% discount. Save your marriage for only $20. Now, I want an image of my product there. I don't want the photo there. So what I'll do, I'll go and choose an image of the product. There we go. I want to upload an image of the Snore Stopper product. So it's pretty easy. You say choose file, you select the image you want to display from your computer's browser, and you click the upload photo. When I reload that, you'll see, fantastic. There it is, 10% discount, and there's the product. Now, the shopping cart part of it. How does that work? Before we get there, I will first show you, because all the sales product you will upload here, all the sale information, and the shopping cart information is a different place in the management area. It's really easy doing that, but you need to know a little bit about PayPal. So let's quickly go and see where I will put some information. I've set up all the graphics and all the text that I want to promote the Snore Stopper with. What I want to add now, I don't want to add a shopping cart, I just want to say buy now. Okay, what I've done on the side here, I've actually copied Graham's PayPal information, and don't panic when you see a lot of code. I'll show you exactly what to do, and the system creates it automatically for you. If you can copy and paste, you can do this. So it's just a question of copying that, and I'll paste it and go, okay, I want to paste it into my shopping cart. So I go to the shopping cart tab in my management area. Remember, there's two templates where I can put stuff for a shopping cart. The one is in my sales template, and it says here your shopping cart settings. You can create different shopping cart buttons for different templates. This area is divided into sections, and each section covers a template on which you can actually put a shopping cart. Now later on, I may add the functionality or the ability to put shopping cart components on different templates, and it will all work the same and simply be added here. A lot of information here, but all you need to do, if I want to sell Graham's product on my shopping cart even, I get his PayPal code, and we'll look at that just now and how to generate that just now. I copy that, and I'm going to say, I'll paste that in my shopping cart. I want that information on my sales template, so I'll go to the shopping cart window, go to the sales template area of it, paste that code there, I saved it, and now if I go and refresh that, all of a sudden this looks different. This big buy now button is actually Graham's PayPal account shopping cart. If anybody takes my eCard and click that now, they can buy Snore Stopper, the product, from my eCard, but it will collect all money and put that money into Graham's account. Now clearly, that's not what I want to do. I really want to sell my own product, but I just illustrate that that is even a possibility. Great, so let's go take this one step further. It's all pretty easy and it looks pretty straightforward, except for this code here. Where and how do I get this code? Let's have a look. You simply go to your PayPal account. The same account which you gave us to pay your commissions in. And you log into your PayPal account. And it's pretty user-friendly. Right at the top, where it says Tools, you click on Tools. Now there's a string of things under Tools. But all you want to do is you want to get paid on your website. And that's the only option you're going to be concerned about. You say click Get Paid on your website. And now it asks you, do you want to create a button? Now, whether you've already created a button, or whether you have 10 buttons, I've got around about 15 buttons in here, or whether this is your first button, this window always comes up. All you need to do is say, hey, I want to create a button. At this stage, if you have no buttons there, as you can see, I've got a whole list here. If you have no buttons, the next step is simply to say, okay, I want to create a new button. So there on the right, you say create a new button. So far, as you can see, it's really straightforward. No tricky things, no code or anything you have to be concerned about. It's very user-friendly. So you go to Tools, you say you want to sell stuff on your website, and you want to create a new button, and here you are. And you can choose from a list of buttons. The shopping cart button means you can have one drop-down list with 10 or 100 products in it with different prices. A buy now button means, hang on, I've got one product, one set price, people click on it, and immediately they get the price, not 10 of one this or 20 of that in different sizes or anything. It's one product, one price, and pretty straightforward. So I'll choose that one. You can put donations on your card. So you can say, hang on, I'd love to distribute my eCard to everyone, but on Pink Ribbon Day for women and breast cancer, I want to collect money. And I'll say, please make a donation here. Now, whether you can contact those people and get their PayPal button code, or whether you generate it yourself, etc., and pass them the information, that's your choice. But that's how easy it is. You can create gift vouchers, subscriptions for from clubs to anything, automatic billing, and even installment plans. But let's stick with the easy, straightforward stuff, the Buy Now button. When I click the Buy Now button, it's going to say, okay, fantastic. What is my item name? My item name is Snore Stopper. And I'm using Graham's example because we've got that in there. This shopping cart is really, really comprehensive. Because you may actually have, like Graham does, a manufacturer in China that distributes the product from there. And all they get is an email and they send it out. So they may have a product ID for it, item ID. Also, if you have a big warehouse and you have 1,000 products in it, when you get an order in, you want to know exactly which item to send out. So, product ID 007. Snore Stopper has got to be a euro, so we better call it 007. What is the price? You add the price, $19.95, and you can even say whether you want to do it in US dollars, any money unit available there. Let's keep it Aussie dollars. And at this point you can say, fantastic, that's it. Or you can even go and say, hang on, but there's a packet of 1, a packet of 2, a packet of 3 with different prices. So I want to add a drop-down menu with price options. And I may say, I've got the pack of 100. And the pack of 100 is not going to cost you $19.95. It's going to cost you, let's say, $50. And then we'll say a pack of 50 will cost you $30. And then if you want a pack of 20, it'll cost you $19.95, or let's say 30, so that's a 30 pack. All I do now is click done. So now I've created a Buy Now button with the following options: a pack of 100 for $50, or 50 for $30, etc., etc. When you go down, the next thing is you can say, okay, postage. How much is it going to cost to post this? Now bear in mind, and this is common over the whole internet, that often people will use a very standard mailing cost, a postage cost. You're going to say, okay, 50% or 80% of my product's going to be sold in Australia and 20% overseas, and mostly it will cost me $5 to mail out. When it goes overseas, it's going to cost me $10, so I better charge $7.50 for it. That way it covers all local and overseas costs. Some I lose a bit, some I win a bit. Excellent. This whole thing, use my secure merchant account ID, that's got to do with when you set up your PayPal account, and just find out a bit about that. You don't have to, you can just simply use your own web page or your own email account as well. It's pretty much as secure. The interesting thing is, you may say, hang on, but I've got an inventory. I only have X number of units in stock. I keep the stuff at my home so I can mail it out easily. I don't have to send anything like Graham to China or let him distribute it. I'm going to pack it and mail it from my home. But I don't want to count every time how many I've got left. I want to track the inventory. So if I say track inventory, I can say, a packet of 100, my code is 007, 50 is 005, 30 is 003. And what I have in stock of that is I've got 100 packets of each in stock. Now what will happen is every time I make a sale, the system will automatically alert me. But it will always warn me if I drop to a specific quantity. I don't want to do stock take every day in my own house or in my shop. It may simply be that I want to be alerted once I only have 10 packets left, because then I've got to go somewhere and get more stock. So I simply say as soon as my stock drops to 10, I want to get an alert from my shopping cart. This way, you don't have to run off and make sure, oh, do I have enough stock all the time? Okay. That is just a very, very handy option in your cart if you're dealing with, or to tell people they can have if they have physical stock at home that they want to sell. Now, can customers buy an item when it is sold out? This simply means that the item will still display if your stock is dropped under, well, 0. It must still be available because you can rush out and go and buy it or get more stock and on-sell it. Or you say, no, I don't want people to be able to buy it. As soon as my stock is out, the item should disappear from my shopping cart. They should not be able to select it because, if the packet of 50 is out, I first want to sell all my packets of 100 and my packets of 30 before I get new packets of 50 or any more other packets. That is the Buy Now button. And I can go create a button. Okay.
So this is a webinar.
Let's see, there's an error code. It says the sold out redirect URL is required. Okay, of course. If I'm sold out, what it says is that I have to be redirected to a specific URL. And that can be just your eCard link or something that says, sorry, we sold out, you cannot have the product. Let's leave that off. We're not going to be bothered with that. Let's create the button again. Okay, well, you see, even if you skip small things, the system keeps on telling you, hang on, you forgot to give your price menu a name. Sorry guys, I've messed up with this one, and all I can do is say, okay, snore stopper packets. So as you can see, you cannot break the system, you cannot mess up. It warns you as if you skip anything, it warns you and tells you, hang on, you forgot to do something, please enter that and fix it. Play around with all the buttons, nothing can go wrong. And now, excellent, we've got it. All you need to do, you do not have to be concerned about any of these directions or any of that. You just click select code, you right click on it and say copy. Now you go back to your eCard and I say, I'm not going to sell Graham's product here anymore or Graham's shopping card. I want my own PayPal button for SnoreStopper because I'm going to on-sell his product. This is where I paste that code. If I want it in my sales template, I simply, the code is generated, it says here select code, I select that code, I copy it, and I paste it in whichever shopping cart button I want. If I want it in my sales template, I paste it there. And I save it. Let's see what that looks like. Great. There's my Snore Stopper product now. And there is Snore Stopper packets. A packet of 100 is $50, packet of 30, and I can choose which one I want. And when somebody clicks buy now, it takes them straight through to Snore Stopper, item ID, item price $30, and that is it. You've got a buy now button that you can put in your sales template. As quick and easy as that. I'll show a couple of more buttons and a bit of what you can do with a promo template in a minute. But let's first find out whether there's any questions about this. Any questions about how to create a that one button and put it in your sales template?
No, mate, not at this stage. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Helen. Okay, guys, what I'll do, I'm going to clear all of this quickly so I can show you step by step how you can really have a whole shop on your card. Okay. The promo template, and this is the thing, although there's lots of boxes, every single one of them does exactly the same thing, works exactly the same way, but you have 10 different promotions or options here. And one of our customers, actually I showed it the other night, sells health products and tickets to the state of origin and tickets to Madonna all on the front of the one eCard. He just creates different buttons in PayPal for each one of those, and people can buy different products from different sources that he links to his account. The interesting thing is he actually even sells other people's products for them on his eCard. Just get their PayPal button, put their code in your eCard, and you can sell it that way. Now, the system does not calculate any commissions for products that you sell on your eCard. So if you sell somebody else's product, there's no automatic commission to you or anything. Also, if you sell your product on your eCard, it's got nothing to do with BME or the BME eCard at all. It is your product, your PayPal account. There's no commissions or fees payable of any sort of any kind. We just supply the website or the eCard on which you can do it. Okay, so let's look quickly at the promo template. At this stage, any questions about this? Now to flick over to my promo template, I'm simply going to go promotion, save. Because remember, the promotion and sales templates are the only two templates where you can have a shopping cart at the moment. So if I refresh that, I've prepared this one for a spa shop, and it's all about spa. We're definitely going to change that quickly. Okay, let's see. So in your promotion you're going to sell, you can have 4 things in each promotion. You can have a graphic, a video, a text box under it with a description, an explanation, and then the shopping cart buttons. So let's see how we do that. And that is simply a repetition 10 times on the front of that card. It can be pretty boring or extremely exciting, because if for the first promotion I put the heading and one graphic, the next one I don't have to put a heading at all, and I can put another graphic and a video, so I can have a heading with a graphic, video, graphic, shopping cart. I can mix it up all together in any way I want to. It doesn't have to look like this, because if I don't have a video, it doesn't display. If I don't have a graphic, it doesn't display. The same with the headings. Quickly show you how that looks and works. So, to change your promotional template, go to the Edit Templates area, go to Promo Template, and there we go. So, for instance, let's say I'd rather put another graphic there and remove that fresh produce item or heading. All I'll do is say I'll remove fresh produce, save it, and now when I reload that, it is actually another graphic. It's not being divided by a heading. So you can imagine you can put any graphic there and you can mix it up any way you want to. So you can come up with pretty interesting and very striking ideas. At this point I may say, hang on, I want to actually put a shopping cart button there, or yeah. Let's first say remove a couple of these graphics. Now the graphic stays in storage. So if I say, hang on, I've loaded the graphic, but I want to remove the graphic, I can just hide it. I can say hide photo 8. It'll hide the photo but on my eCard, but it won't remove it from my actual management area. Later I can just say show photo again if I want to show it again. So I'll hide a couple of these photos. And that just makes it easier if you want to use different photos over and over again. You don't have to reload them every time. You can just say, okay, I want to hide it now and show it next time, or whatever you choose. So you'll see, the last ones, the photos are gone. And if I want to remove these, I simply remove the headings. So from there, I can simply go and remove those headings. Now, it will say also, this image is currently hidden. So if you wonder whether it's showing or not, in your management area, it will tell you, no, that photo image is hidden, that one is hidden, and so is that one. And if you want to remove the headings, it's simply a question of deleting them and saving the fact that you've deleted them. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but because it's just limited to your imagination. You can do whatever you want to here. It's really easy, and you load the photos in exactly the same way that you load the photos in your photo and logo template. I've showed you a minute ago. If you already have a photo and you say, but I do not want this one, I want a different one here, you just load a new photo. You don't have to delete it. The system automatically just overrides the current one. We say, I want to remove that photo, and I'm going to put a donation there on my eCard. So, let's say, great, let's see what that's loaded. And there we go, all loaded well. Donate for a great cause, fantastic. Okay, so to add the actual button now, because let's look at our demo area. If you look at that, say, okay, win a trip for 2 to New York. Donate for a great cause. and I want to put a buy now button or shopping cart button there and a donate button there. What do? I've got to go to the shopping cart area in my eCard. Now, so I go out of the promo template and I go to the shopping cart area. And here I say, fantastic, I'm actually going to add information for my promo template. Excellent. What do I want to add there? Now, if I have a save button, you just go to save buttons. Just re-log in. I've been out for a little bit too long. Go to my tools. Get paid on your website. And although you want to go to your save buttons, you say create a button. And there I've created a couple of interesting buttons. I want to go to, let's say, item 1. I go view code. I select the code and copy it. Go back to my eCard and say, fantastic, for my I'm not my sales area, for my promo area, for the promo 1 template, I want to add the shopping cart there and save. Now this next line, they're all the same, exactly the same, but there's one that says code for view shopping cart. So how does that work? Let's just see quickly. If I load this now, I can actually see, okay, I've got a shopping cart, but there may be a lot of different products here. I just have 3 at the moment, but if somebody adds that one, great. And I add the next one, and they accidentally, for some reason, close the shopping cart. How can they see what they've got? They don't want to necessarily add another one. They first just want to see how much stuff they've got in the shopping cart. And that is where you're going to say, okay, hang on a second, I want to create a view cart button. I use a PayPal button, that's good. Create the button. Once again, select the code, copy it, and now if I put it there in promo, code view for shopping cart, save. Now it's just on the one spot there. Although I've got 10 promo spaces and 10 promo shopping carts, they are all linked to the same shopping cart. So the one view shopping cart button will display everywhere, and I'll show you in a minute. So now when I reload this and it says view cart, a person can just click on that and it opens the cart and say, okay, now hang on, you already have $122 worth of items in your shopping cart. A pretty easy way for people to manage what they're buying if you have multiple products. Now we said, on the shopping cart I also want a donation button to donate for a great cause. So let's add the donation button. It's really quick and easy. Just go straight back to our save buttons. Didn't like that. PayPal is very secure. If you just back arrow, it will often just say, no, don't back arrow. Sign in again. Great, so I've actually set up a donation button early on, and it is exactly as easy as creating the Pay Now button. It's actually easier. But I've created a donation button for Leukemia Foundation. I go view code, select the code, right click and copy it, and now I'll go back and just paste it in my promo 2 area, save it. Now just notice I make sure that I keep track of which image is with which promotion. Promo 2 or promotion 2 was my big shave day graphic, so make sure I put the right buy now or donation button with the right graphic or the right promo area. So when I reload that, you can donate. If I donate, remember I've created this in the same PayPal account. It's going to ask me how much I want to donate. In the donation button, when you create it, you can actually choose a set amount, or you can ask people for a donation. And somebody can say, yeah, I want to create $100, or any amount they want to, or just $1. Doesn't matter. That's how quick and easy it is to create PayPal buttons and display those buttons in your eCard, on your eCard. And that is a complete integrated shopping system that can even keep track of your stock and stock levels and notify you when you're about to run out. Now, getting that set up on a normal website with the right shopping cart can cost you very easily $10,000, if not more. So it's a great feature for the shopping cart, for the eCard, and something I think is really a cherry on the cake. Any questions about that?
No questions, mate. Just a statement. Sensational. Well done.
Thanks. Yeah, everybody's
same
pretty.
here. Thanks, Joe. Great training. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. So it's pretty straightforward. As you've seen tonight, when I played around with the shopping cart buttons, if you miss a thing or two, it tells you, hey, just double check this, you need this, you cannot break it. But whether you've got any product, or whether you sell somebody else's product, or whether you want to collect donations or go to a club and say, listen, why don't you actually get people to pay their membership fees this way? Or, hey, you guys collect for the Red Cross or for Surf Lifesaving. Why don't you hand out an eCard where people can just, when they open the eCard, donate for your cause right on your eCard? There's a million ideas. I mean, you can do so much with it. Okay, so that's pretty much the training for the evening. I hope it was interesting, and I hope you guys see as much value in it as I do. Any last questions?
Joe, it's John. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. We've got a kitchen full of people here, and they followed it diligently.
Thank you so much, John. It is pretty exciting. It's one thing that was, it's crucial if you want to have a mobile website. You want to sell things, we say this is a mobile marketing system. The eCard is a mobile marketing system. And we tell people, 70% of all products sold online is bought off a telephone. Now you've got an eCard that people can buy off, and it's all focused on your telephone and your tablets. So that was definitely something that was missing until recently. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, John. Our next session next Tuesday, we will just introduce people that's newly joined, and probably another couple of interesting features. We have a very, very interesting digital word-of-mouth system in the eCard that is as powerful as normal word of mouth, but just leverages it just so much more. And anybody that's in that space that like to promote or be promoted by word of mouth and like to help others that's given them excellent service will find this a very interesting feature. And it is one that we're waiting a patent to be finalized on. So it's another very exciting feature of the eCard that very few people know about. We'll cover that next Tuesday. Thanks everyone. Have a fantastic Easter and a blessed one. And thank you for the dedication and time, and thank you, John, for your support and having a lot of people in your place. We do appreciate that.
Thank you, Joe. It was very good indeed. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.